Hi guys, and thank you so much for staying back to have a chat about the amazing Black Panther 2, WAKANDA FOREVER. I'm joined by my amazing producer who does the podcast, Black Cinema Podcast, go check it out please. Adam, over here. Thank you. And on my left we have Andrew Mensah, who is a comedian, but also TV shows such as Scarmax Fantasy Football and BT Sport What I Wore. He is pretty amazing.
Thank you. That was nice.
Thank you. Welcome. Lola, Jagun, who is a comedian as well, but also recently starring in the latest series of Emily Attack, which you can catch. I am plugging my show right now. So, actress, creator, content creator, go check her out. She's absolutely amazing and very talented. Simon London, one of the most complex person who has his hands in all the pies. Producer, radio host, you can literally catch him everywhere doing everything, and you can always count on him for an honest opinion.
We certainly can.
I'll hand this over back to Adam to kick us off with the first question.
So I'll be the token
colonizer for the evening.
Oh no! We've got to start again. That was a very good punchline.
That was very good.
That was so good.
Say it again, I'll laugh, bro. Say it. If you say it again, I'll laugh, bro.
It's a very good show.
Energy, though.
Yeah, okay, so I'll be your token colonizer for the evening. Thank you very much. Okay, let's kick off with, did we all enjoy the film? What did we think? Who's got a strong opinion? Andrew, go.
Andrew, I feel very black after watching that.
I feel very good. I feel good, man.
I feel it was a bit long. I didn't expect it to be that long, I'm not gonna lie. I have to take a few naps when I was getting emotional. The emotional scenes, that's when I regroup. But yeah, I liked it. I think it was better than the first one. So I would say that's my shot.
That is a very serious hot take.
That's my take. I think it's better than the first one. Alright,
Said it again.
Said it again. It's better than the first one.
3 times.
Yeah.
It's interesting. What didn't you rate about, or what would you make this one better than the first one?
I think the first one, because it was like the first black superhero movie, I thought like we was just riding on that card. I felt like the storyline was better in this one with the suing guys. The suing guys, them men were hard, like them men have their own vibranium. I thought that was sick. And like the whole underwater empire, I liked that whole aspect of, we didn't know that there was other vibraniums out there. So I liked that bit. So I thought that was like just a stronger narrative than like, Wakanda, yeah, cool.
Lola,
I kind of echo that. I enjoyed it. It was enjoyable. I think that the characters have developed a lot more, especially with Princess. We got to see her journey. I think I went into this also knowing obviously with what happened with Chadwick, God rest his soul. I think that the whole cast and how they have almost like used this as a tribute towards him was really nice to watch as fans of Black Panther. I liked, there was a lot of twists and turns. I do agree, it did drag a little bit, but I do like the element of now there's vibranium in other worlds, and I think it's nice to know that the world is endless, or there's different possible aspects of this Wakanda world. So I'm excited to see what else is going to come from it.
What do you think?
I absolutely loved it. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was really, really good. I thought it was really well done, and just interesting actually that it's Remembrance Sunday today, and I'd just like to remember another, not 2 minutes, that's a bit too long, but 30 seconds for Chadwick Boseman, because it was, every time he appeared, I was in bits.
Yeah.
I thought the Marvel bit, the funeral, pre-titles, great, but then him in the Marvel logo was great. And every time they went back to it, they did it really, really well. I'm half expecting to be on the tube on the way home and just get a text and Chadwick Boseman says, "Get home safe," and I just start crying again. It just seemed to keep on going on and on. 2 people I'm with, my son and also a mutual friend of Adam's, Al, they seem to think, Al thinks it was a bit box ticking. He felt that they were just going through the... Al, you tampering that. And my son was like, "Oh, you could see everything coming." I thought that it was all. He thought it was all kind of predestined, but I like the twists and turns. I thought it was really good. Sorry, Aaron, you're going to ask.
No, I was surprised that it was. I wasn't expecting this to be Letitia Wright's movie.
Yes,
was you guys surprised by that?
I was surprised by that. Oh, go on, Rachel. No. Okay. I was surprised. I was surprised, but I'm really happy for her. I feel she held it, and she had an amazing performance. I think any actress's dream is to be able to lead such a big. Hello.
Oh no.
You have to. I can use I could project.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Any performer's dream is to lead such a powerful story like what she did with this. So I didn't expect it, but I'm pleasantly surprised, and I think that I want to know more. I want to see more of how this story unfolds.
Yeah, and I liked how they didn't make her too pure and moral. She had that revenge element, and she was hurt, and she was angry. Bringing Michael B. Jordan back into it, of that anger side. And I generally thought at the end she was just gonna joke him, do you know what I mean? But
I kind of wanted that.
Yeah, I was like, you're joking, what? That guy, do you know what I mean? But yeah, but I like the fact that they didn't make it all hero-y and holy, but it was like, there's a real pain there.
And I think I actually agree with you. I slightly, don't judge me, don't hate me, everyone. I think this one is a better film. Yeah. It's a little bit more polished, but of course you've got a template that you're building upon. So you've got the core foundation of the film, and then you build up on it. So I feel like that's why you're able to go deep with the characters. I do love the girl power movement in here. I'm here for it. Like the women were shining and kind of stood in their own as well, had their own power, up against the guys as well. Like everyone was just so empowered. Like throughout the whole film, I just felt proud.
Definitely. I have to say, I really agree with that. And I think actually that it's fine to sort of, it feels a bit sacrilegious saying this one is better than the first one. But I think this kind of goes in a different way. It's sort of like a Godfather 2, Toy Story 2, Empire Strikes Back. You're allowed to do that.
Yeah, but Godfather 2 is better than the first.
Oh,
hey, Andrew, I don't have to beat you up, it's one of my kids. You're wrong. But things that I did find slightly wrong with it, definitely overlong. You know something, I'm kind of over this CGI madness. And Marvel, I think have lost their way a bit. I saw that Doctor Strange multi-universe, it was just awful. And I think it's mainly because it's just too much CGI worlds. However, the sets were fucking terrible. They're just terrible. They look like Centre Parks or Kidzania. Yeah.
I thought this one was way better.
Oh, the sets are just really awful. What is really good is the costumes, the storyline, and I think actually it's a movie that's confident, and it doesn't feel like it's, to me anyway, not to Al, but Al drinks a lot. But to me, it kind of felt like it had its own, it was going its own way, and threw in a few twists and turns that I really liked.
Just speaking about Ryan Coogler, obviously the director, Fruitvale Station, Creed, Black Panther, now Wakanda Forever. What do you want to see him do next? Do you want to see him play in the IP sandbox more, or do you want to see him? Would you prefer to see him go back to more Fruitvale Station kind of zone?
First of all, I just feel like for the first black director to hit over $1 billion, give him all the money. I actually don't even care what he does next, because for me, he's proved himself. Whether it's an indie or a mega blockbuster, it's just so refreshing to see how he tells the stories. I really don't think...
Better than Jordan Peele?
Oh, don't do this. We're not doing that on that. No, that's not about you.
Let's unify.
We'll have a position. But no, I'm just, whether he does or he doesn't, I'm looking forward to Creed 3 as well. Like, that is what they've done to that franchise. Like, I'm here for it. So.
One thing I want to say though, we talking about like the emotional side of the film, but the film was also very funny.
I was just about to.
It
I was
was
going to go
very
into
funny.
that.
Like the American girl, she was great.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, Mbaku is just every time he was on screen, I was busting up, and the way he chews and stuff like that was great.
I do feel
I
like
just think the film was very funny as well.
Yeah,
It had a lot
great.
of different elements to it.
Yeah.
Marvel do that really well though. They
Yeah.
are really good at executing comedy at the right time.
Sorry. They've got. I felt like the comedic timing was really good in this, and I don't think that all the jokes landed at the right time when everyone collectively laughed. And there were just some little things like small girl, like things like cultural things that we could all relate to, and we kind of felt the characters, it was believable. So I really enjoyed the comedy aspect. It wasn't too much, it wasn't overdone, but it was fitting and it was a nice touch. I liked it.
From political, I'm asking you the questions now. But from a political point of view, thought the UN stuff at the top was done really well, and just how kind of the superpowers, not that I consider France, but it is superpowers of France and America after the
Vibranium.
After the vibranium. Thank you. And then I kind of sort of that flashback to the slavery scene, which I thought was done very well. But I thought it was kind of a really interesting and bold choice to ultimately pit brown on black. Do you know what I mean? I kind of thought that could have come across. The one good thing, though, that I have to say, it's good to know that they still kind of get whales to do tricks. Even back then, they're into that.
There was so much to unpack. I do understand where you're coming from.
I didn't see it. I can't lie, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh.
That was deep. That was a deep take. I didn't really see it like that. These guys are in the water, it's in the room. You know what I mean?
I'm like, they're blue.
They're blue, yeah. I thought they were amateurs at the water. You know what I mean? I didn't think it was like a brown.
I didn't think it was brown.
Yeah.
I need to think deeper though, but that was deep, yeah.
Because I don't feel like we could have gone back to the colonizer story plot, because we kind of hit that in the first one, so they had to go another way. And also, in history, as we know, this has happened. You know, other people, indigenous people, battling against each other. Why we fight each other?
Yeah, but that was how I looked at it. It's like, why are they fighting? They got the same thing. They're from like, they're trying to protect their own.
But that's happened in history.
And the fact that they were fighting each other was like a thing. Was like, I think like, if you guys teamed up, would be sick.
And what I quite liked is that was his initial plan. Like, his initial plan was to be like, yo, we can this team up and take these all out and it's done. But not everyday violence. That's what.
So, Black Panther 3, what do you want from it?
I want a bloody action film now. I feel like we have. I want carnage. I want moments where that spear is going through the eye. Like I want to see.
More blood. More that Deadpool vibes.
I just think that I think sometimes with storytelling and stuff, we have these characters that we really love, and of course they've got like feelings and emotions and stuff, but I kind of want to see the boundaries pushed. I still feel like sometimes, especially like being, minorities and stuff, that we still try and play a little bit safe. Okay. And I think it'll be interesting to see us push the boundaries a bit more, not us, but them push the boundaries a bit more and be a bit more like,
bold.
More bold.
Because I like the fact, and obviously I didn't like the fact, but Queen Mother, when she popped, I generally thought she's going to wake up.
Yeah.
I mean? But the fact that she was deaded, I was like, okay.
That was a bit too much. I was
okay, they're making a bold move here.
Exactly.
You know
She was
like
like, oh my god,
we
can't kill the mom.
Get rid of her, man. So that was, I thought that was a bold move.
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying with that. I want to see that basically from Black Panther 3. I would like to see maybe like the Americans try to infiltrate.
Yes.
That's the kind of vibe it came from me. Like that woman was trying to like
the FBI lady,
trying to get it. And that's what with the end credits. The guy was like, that's when they come for us, like Wakanda is an ally. So I would like to see.
On the back of that, just to jump off that, I agree. I kind of want to. I like the fact that we saw we call them Wakandans?
Wakandans.
Wakandans come into like the US world and went to Haiti and went to America. And I love that kind of like how they're trying to integrate a little bit when they went to the college dorm and stuff. And
we're looking drippy, innit?
Yeah, really nice. I saw the LV glasses posting up. So I basically, it would be nice to see a bit more of the two worlds coming together and what that looks like. If it's the Americans infiltrating into Wakanda, if it's Wakandans coming into more of the American world, and like what does that look like? I would like to see a bit more of that.
Yeah.
I think Black Panther 3 should be the rebuild. It should be the story of the Wakandan builders and how they rebuild the city after the war, and the kind of the unions and the pay and stuff like that. If they don't do that, though, it might be quite nice to see what a civil war in Wakanda would look like. So basically, a constitutional monarchy like ours. And that's kind of quite weird that they've got all this science and technology, but they still believe, oh, you're a queen, so now you're a princess, so now you're king.
Well, they didn't actually do that because of Rachael challenge for the throne, and I thought it should go to Shuri, because if T'Challa was king and he was Black Panther, why can't Shuri be queen and Black Panther?
So I wonder whether it's about looking at all their rules and laws, because sooner or later they're going to have to get some more. They're going to have to get some more genes in that gene pool. Otherwise, they're all going to be, Black Panther with 2 tails and 6 claws and stuff. So I'd like to see the world opened up a bit.
Do you think they can do something with Princess Shuri and the son of that tension of who should be Black Panther? Or do you think they'll do a double team thing with the Black Panthers together?
I think there's too much love.
Did he say double team thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where he was going with that.
I think there's too much love for it to be like yard against kid kind of thing. And touching upon that, the end scene at the end credit is what had me in tears. Like throughout the whole film, they did honour Chadwick beautifully, but also just having that he has a legacy to continue. It was just something nice for us. It might be a bit appeasing to us, but I thought it was beautiful.
No, it was really nice. I thought they really handled Chadwick's passing just so well. Okay, so I suppose we should more or less wrap it up.
Well, let's get the ratings out.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. But to finish it off, everyone should give it a rating out of 10, I guess.
For me, a really solid 8.5. 8.5 out of 10. Really good. I would see it again. I'd go and see it again.
I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll give it 8.1 out of 10.
8.1.
8.1. I wouldn't go and see it again. It's too long. No, but it was very enjoyable.
I also hate any film over 2 hours. I just disagree with that.
It's a hate crime.
It's honestly so offensive to me. But I love Black Panther and Ryan Coogler and the whole cast so much that I didn't think about the time. So for that, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10.
Wow. We give it a white boy, maybe 10 out of 10 white boy.
The pressure's on. I can't believe you said 8.1 and you
anything under 11 is racist.
So let's turn it up to 11. Yeah, 11 out of 10, let's just leave it at that for me.
Well, that's it. Thank you so much for coming out and celebrating Black cinema with us. We absolutely enjoyed it. Look forward to putting on more of these. Thank you to my beautiful guests, as always. Drinks in the bar or at the pub with your wristband and you get what you want.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers, guys.